Hi beauty lovers and learners, it's Larissa Appleberry here today. Thank you so much for joining this video. I'm going to be doing kind of a get ready with me and trying on a bunch of new products. So if you want to see how I got this look here, then stay tuned. Alright, so let's just go ahead and jump on in it. So my first step, as always, is going to be to moisturize. I'm going to be trying the new, or new to me I guess you shall say, Neutrogena Hydra Boost. Laura Lee is actually the reason why I'm trying this one. She claims that it is amazing. So I'm just going to take some on both of my cheeks. It smells really good. Reminds me of like the ocean. Something with moisturizers that I always make sure to do is go ahead and leave it on your face for about 5 to 10 minutes so that way it can just sink in and really do what it's supposed to do. I'm not going to be using anything new for my brows. I'm sticking with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, but I do have a brow tutorial that I will go ahead and link down below, so make sure to check that out, and I will be right back. Alright, and now that the brows are on, we're going to go ahead and prime our skin. Today I'm going to be using the Porefessional Primer by Benefit. I'm going to be using a brush. That consistency is weird. So I'm just going to put this everywhere where I need it. Okay, so first thoughts on this primer. The consistency is very weird. I don't know, and my face doesn't feel tacky. It more so feels slimy and kind of wet. I don't know, and I don't really like that with primers. I like my primers to keep my face tacky because that holds the foundation really, really well. I said I've heard amazing things about this, so I'm sure it still works. It's just different from what I'm used to. Alright, so next we're going to be jumping into foundation now, and I'm going to be using my Tarte Double Duty Shape Tape foundation, and this is the mattifying one, and I am in the shade Fair Neutral. And I'm just going to be blending that out with my Clarisonic foundation brush head. I have heard a lot of crazy things about this foundation. Their shade range is not impressive at all, which is such a bummer. I always hate whenever that happens because say that this foundation is amazing and it becomes my new favorite. It's just not really fair to the darker skin toned ladies out there who won't be able to enjoy this foundation. So that is such a bummer, and especially since it's 2018 now, I just feel like brands should be smarter whenever launching products and realize that if they're going to be discriminating, then their brand's not going to make it to the next level. Aside from that, I do love how they have a mattifying one and also a hydrating one. I think that's really awesome, but it does not make sense on how they make two foundations for different skin types, but not a ton of foundations for different skin tones. Like, that just doesn't really make sense. Let's hope that they learn and other brands are learning from their mistake as well. So far, I will say that it does blend in very nicely. It definitely hides a ton of my problemed areas. I really do like the way that this looks on the skin. I think that it definitely dried down super matte, so I mean that did what it was supposed to. I do think that it dulled out my skin a little bit more than I wanted it to, but it is a mattifying foundation, so of course it really depends on how it holds up though, so we shall see. Next I'm going to be concealing. I'm using, of course, as always, my Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and this is in the shade Fair Neutral. So I'm going to be concealing underneath my eyes, my chin, the bridge of my nose, the forehead, and the Cupid's bow. I'm going to blend out my eyes first with just a flat tip brush. Now I'm going to be blending this out with my Morphe Beauty Blender. I used this in last video, so it's technically not a first impression, but it's a second impression. I love the angle of it, and I think that it picks up a lot of product and really moves it around, and that's why I love beauty blenders. And it has like an angled side and then a flat side, which I really, really love. All right, and now we're going to contour, and I'm just going to be taking my LA Pro Concealer Contour. I do have a contour video more in-depthly on contour, highlighting, concealing, all of that, so check that out. I will link it down below, and it will also be on my channel. And I'm going to be taking my Clarisonic and blending it all out. Now I'm going to be trying a new product, and this is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me, and I've heard amazing things about this. It's one of those to where like you can't dip in there and get a ton of product, which I don't really like that, because I like it where like how Airspun is, where you can just dip in that beauty blender and get a shit ton. So I'm just kind of pushing some in here. It's not really working. And I'm going to be taking my Morphe Sponge with some of that powder in here. Alright, so now that the bake is underneath there, I'm going to be taking my Morphe palette. This is new to me. I've never actually used it. I've swatched it a couple times. It looks so beautiful. Definitely my kind of color palette, so I really am excited to play with this. This one is the 25B palette. This shade right here as my transition shade. And I'm gonna just put that in the crease, and this is just gonna be a super simple, quick look just to see how the shadows blend is really what I'm going for. I mean, these shadows really blend out well, which, I mean, I was kind of expecting that because it's Morphe and I am a Morphe whore. So next shade, I'm just going to pick a deeper shade. So I'm probably going to jump into mixing this and this shade here on the same fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to make it just a little bit deeper to enhance my crease a little more and see how they mix in together. I mean, that blended really nicely. Yeah, I mean, I really do like this. I think that they definitely blend together very well. The colors are, I mean, I'm not getting a lot of fallout or anything like that either, which is really surprising. So we're going to be mixing into this shade here, and we're going to focus that on the outer corner and a little bit in the crease some more. We're going to go ahead and add some shimmer on the lid, and I think I'm going to dive into it. And I'm going to take some setting spray. If you have MAC Fix Plus, if you have setting spray, anything like that, that will work. And that's just going to make the eyeshadow come out a little bit more pigmented and more metallic and really vibrant. I'm going to put this just kind of on the, oh, okay. I like that color. Taking probably this one right here, and we're going to just take a fluffy blending brush, and we're going to kind of blend the outer corner together. And we're going to take this dark brown color in this shade, and we're going to kind of make this be our liner. I don't like applying liner, so as often as I can, I try to get out of it. So this is my way of getting out. Make sure that you tap off that brush, and you're going to kind of drag that on the upper lash line. Alright, so now we're going to smoke out the lash line just a tad bit more, and we're going to be taking this shade right here on a smaller fluffy blending brush and kind of smoke out the lash line. Alright, and now that that's done, we are good to dust away that bake now. Alright, so now I'm going to apply some blush, and this is a new one that I got in my BoxyCharm last month. This is Make Them Blush by Pretty Vulgar. Oh wow, that's intense. That's really intense. Okay, so it's a little too intense for me, so I'm just going to blend it out just a tad. Okay, so we're going to do some highlighting, and this one is by Maybelline. It's Master Holographic Highlight. Alright, so now that that's done, we're going to be setting it with our Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I tried this in my last video. It smells so good. I will say that. I'm going to use it right now for a second time. That smell. It smells like maybe a flower? I don't know what it smells like, but it smells so good and I love it. This spray on this thing, like it's the perfect sprayer. Like, I know that sounds weird, but like I really, really like this. Round 2. Okay, I need to stop. I'm getting carried away. Alright guys, and that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching this far. Pretty much everything that I tried today was really great. I don't think that I tried something that was like, I'm not going to use it again. I like the way my skin looks. I think it looks very healthy. I definitely like it. Everything in here I'm going to use again. Definitely, I will say from this whole video, I fell in love with this Morphe 25B palette. It is so amazing. I really love how well the shadows blended together on this, but I will say I had fun filming this, and I hope that you guys had fun too, and that's it for this one. So catch me next time. I will be back every single Tuesday and Friday, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out. Also, make sure to share the video to your friends and family so they don't miss out, and give this video a like. Make sure to comment down below and interact with me, and I will catch you guys next time. So have a blessed day, guys. See ya.